Hey everyone, I'm rather incoherent, going back into heavily modded XCOM 2. We have Operation Ionian Stallion, a difficult rescue VIP from vehicle mission. It's an engineer, that's great. We're like 4.5 months in, we've gotten 2 extra engineers so far. This is the 3rd one, there's a 4th one in this box, it's like 4 days out. And the next week, we'll get as many engineers as we've gotten in the past 4.5 months, which is incredible. Now, what's not incredible is this squad. I was very clearly in the depths of a fatigue spiral and had nothing else I could send when I sent this. We started off really strong with Sonic Serenade and Arrogant Plebeian, both with shard guns, lieutenant and sergeant, but then we have 4 corporals. The only mag weapon between them is on the marksman, and it's an anti-material rifle, not a tenonic rifle. It's the one that requires 2 shots to use. It's very slow, very hard to move around with, has a mobility penalty, not a good time. This guy is basically a combat protocol and 2 frags, is not doing much else. Like, sure, these guys can become sergeants, become good soldiers. Right now, they're not. They're not in plated armor. They're not equipped with gauss. They are 2 real soldiers on the team. And the mission difficulty is difficult. So I am very worried, especially with a mission timer decreased by 1 intel. We can over-infiltrate. What would waiting look like? We can reduce detection radius by 30% with opportune movement 2. 45% if it stacks. Originally, this video was supposed to be for Operation Ionian Stallion. But like, there are things you can do, right? I could have made a team where it was like 2 guys and they both had the civilian disguise. And the idea was just to position and eventually have a tech specialist open the door and they get the guy and they get out and they run for it and maybe they die, maybe they don't, but they're not super valuable soldiers in the first place. They have a low detection radius. That is a thing you can do. That's why I'm so tempted by the over-infiltration for reduced detection radius. And the reason is because like it sort of simulates that effect, right? And the team I have is terrible, like absolutely god-awful. Right now, it's also probable the Chosen is there. Realistically, lowering the chance of the Chosen isn't a good thing, because the Chosen replaces a pod. It's not just added to a mission. So having a pod of units is much, much worse for me than having the Chosen be there, because the pod of units will be near the objective, able to dogpile me with yellow alert. The Chosen will wait politely their turn, spawn a turn after I engage. It's not a big deal. Right now, I am very good on soldiers. Coming back to this, I'm at ready 23. With 23 soldiers, I don't need these people back urgently. 4 of these soldiers aren't good and wouldn't be going on more missions very quickly anyway, unless I was absolutely out of options. I have so many combat engineers available. I sent out a counter frost mission just for experience. I don't need this combat engineer. Sonic Serenade is legit one of my best soldiers. She was there in Gatecrasher. She's one of my highest ranked sappers, and we're at a point in time where volatile mix is really relevant for a sapper continuing to contribute to higher health enemies. Speaking of, we really need plasma grenades. We got to do that mutant autopsy sooner rather than later. They do have 2 of my shard guns, and I don't like that. But I don't know that I can send this mission, not on difficult. If it said light, or does it say easy? Whatever it says. If it's on light or moderate, I think I could do this. But I have no confidence at all in this team. I'm going to continue scanning and over-infiltrate this. I want to go to 225. At that point, it's only 2 more days to go to 250. Maybe I'll go for another random sit rep, but I don't think I can do this with full-size infiltration radius. I think I need to do this sneakily. I don't think this team can win a fight. Like the stuff I've been seeing in the most recent missions, if I took this team on any of the last 3 missions, they would have gotten massacred. They wouldn't have stood even a slight chance, right? Thankfully, my roster is doing well enough right now that I can afford to over-infiltrate, so we'll keep on scanning. I don't like it, but new assault mission, so that's what we're doing today instead. It has air patrols. Terrifying. Resistance contacts is really nice. It means I'm just going to get a lot of free money. I think it tends to be about 100 supplies. While rehearse doesn't matter much to me. The loss I view as strict upside. So yeah, there's less Advent forces, longer mission timer, and the loss there to distract Advent. Super easy mission. What's this for? Stopping sealed armor? Didn't have a choice anyway. Have to go on the mission. Let's get up a squad and go deal with it. Because this is a lost mission, I'm willing to bring really bad soldiers to get them promoted. Like this field medic who's almost at sergeant. Am I willing to bring multiple field medics? Because like they're all sitting at full will, they're not getting experience. Let's get all the field medics out there. It's a lost mission. We'll be fine. Right after over-infiltrating because I don't think the team can handle it. Let's bring 3 field medics. Yeah, that'll be great. I am willing to bring 2 field medics, but not all 3. That would be crazy. I'm gonna bring a Templar, an Assault, and a Skirmisher. Let's get them kitted. Sadly, there's no ammo type available for the Skirmisher, which is a tragedy. We're also short a shotgun and anything for this medic. I'm not a fan of making magnetic rifles. How am I doing on resources? Terribly. No supplies. I will absolutely make a 5th shotgun because I will get infinite value out of these shotguns. I'll be fielding those constantly and getting great value for it. The magnetic rifle is less obviously good. I don't have a lot of units I want to put mag rifles on. In fact, it's pretty much just medics and field supports. And I've already got a mag rifle. I think I'll be able to get use out of one of them. I think I'll eventually be glad I built the one. I won't be building a mag pistol though. That's too much. That's crossing the line. So for this very difficult mission, drastically reduced in difficulty by the loss, we're taking out the Spark Gang like you do. This time there's no one to repair them except for Sense Soldier, but they're also not that wounded. 10 of 11, 9 of 11, they're fine. Don't worry about it. As for the biological units supporting them, Depressed Draugr is here. That's all you need to know. They're fine. I should see if I want to spend more AP on this guy. How are we doing on XCOM AP this time? 182. I haven't wasted it on Draugr in a while, huh? I could go tactical rigging total combat. I would give him 4 grenades and blue move grenades. I know it's wrong. I should be putting... Let's go look at the Templar on the mission, right? Let's like look at somebody who I haven't already... Like if Draugr dies, I lose so much. Yeah, get lightning reflexes. There we go. That needs to happen. That's just unambiguously a good thing that I should be getting. Unfortunately, I really don't think the PCP version of Parry, Psystrike, Castigate, or Soulbind are worth AP to me. I can't spend AP on normal soldiers or sparks without the AWC. So coming back to Depressed Draugr, where I was always going to spend all of my resources, Untouchable is incredible when you can manipulate enemy counts in line of sight so that only one person ever shoots your guy. That's really hard to do with my campaign setup and the amount of explosives that I use. Manual Override is something I will just be getting eventually on this character with no consideration to other options. It's 30 for tack rigging and total combat, and it's so many grenades. And I do actually want to get tack rigging at some point just to see if it works with heavy hardpoints. The issue is I don't have time to throw all these grenades. What's even the point, right? Because I'm going to be shooting my gun. I don't have time to throw grenades. I'm going to be stabbing them with ripjacks. I don't have time to throw grenades. I'm going to get Manual Override. That's 100% happening. Manual Override is very, very good, and I want to see how it plays. I'm not convinced I should get this. Because, like, let's be real, I'm not going to throw 2 grenades in this mission anyway. I can just throw them as my second action. If I need someone to blow up cover, that's everyone else's job. They can support the Skirmisher. The Skirmisher is the carry. Everyone supports them, not the other way around. He doesn't need to throw his own grenades. These are just here in case he doesn't have line of sight and he can highball them over a fence or something. I'm happy with this team. A couple of medics is a little bit alarming. Medics aren't good units, but it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be a little bit better with a basic scope and a basic lightweight frame so they have better aim and they can get in position better. I mean, it won't actually be better, but I can dream. Have a foregrip, I guess. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna take the advanced laser sight for much better short range accuracy and crit chance on the shotgun, and the advanced wildcats for the more crit damage. And we're gonna get into Operation Genetic Cobra. Great name. I think we should be just fine. Unlike the other mission, which I am terrified of. All right, we're on a train track in the corner, hunting an Advent General with the loss. I remember this. Hopefully the Viper King doesn't show up again. I guess since he's dead, it would have to be the, what's it called? Berserker Queen? Still seems unlikely. I think I'm good. I doubt I'll be seeing a ruler. Although I don't know what force level the Berserker Queen starts showing up at. That's a very real pod. Muton Destroyer, Advanced Biotrooper. Was it a mech or a shield bearer? I want to say it was something white, but I don't recall what it was. I was busy theorizing about other things. You're not in cover. He is, but you wouldn't be. Let's get these medics sprint. Oh wait, this is a cover tile. Sure doesn't look like one. Well, good to know. Sprint up then. Is this stuff cover? Yeah, it is. That's very important because it means that my pioneers can just stand in the open right there. It's technically cover. They'll never be seen. Templar goes as far as he can, which is not as far as I would like. Capitalist Prodigy's doing a little bit better, but not really any meaningful amount better. Oh, you're a combat engineer. That explains everything. Meanwhile, Depressed Draugr is a marathon runner and just gets ahead of everyone easily despite starting in the middle of the pack. And we need this pioneer moving forward. Just putting it here seems fine. It'll be outside of line of sight. All right, we have an advanced biotrooper. I think that's a biomech. No, anti-riot mech. We're good. We're good. That's not as terrifying as I was afraid it was. That's only 3 guys. That's not bad at all. I'm comfortable with 3 guys. It's highly unlikely we're fighting this turn, so I'm gonna go ahead and blue move forward. I could sprint instead. We have Bio General. Hey, we found him. Advanced Trooper. I think we just circle around to here. Get the best eyes possible. We know that no one else is running up. Please back away from the edge first to avoid getting caught, sir. I'm gonna put him here to make sure that there's no Beagle Rush shot. Like if they do run straight up the ladder, which I can't stop them from doing, I want to make sure that a Beagle Rush shot does not go into Draugr, because that guy is worth more to me than every other soldier on this mission put together, in a very literal sense, because I've gone on Covert ops to get him and put tons of AP into him. This squad is 2 Advanced Troopers, an Advanced Bio General, an Advanced Bio Trooper. Nothing too bad. The rest of this is just sprinting forward as far as they can. There's nothing to really think about here. Synth Soldier, I guess, is getting on the edge here. Really disappointed in this movement by Fiber Giant. The ballistic shield nerf that happened to the Pioneers, well, to Sparks in general, anything carrying the Spark shield, is very severe, and I'm very on board with it. That loss of mobility is tremendously relevant. They used to just be like one of the fastest units on my team and also have flamethrowers in the range of a normal gun. It was insane. They're so much more balanced now. They're still great. They're still absolutely incredible. Oh, you're not coming up here, are you? Okay, good. You're walking past the ladder. Thank you. Now, we'll have to deal with them eventually, to be sure, but we don't have to deal with them literally right now. He is walking, which is slightly annoying. I was hoping they would stay there and I could, you know, get a great ambush, but like the rest of our team's very far back. It's just Draugr up here because he's so damn fast thanks to combat conditioning and the bullpup giving him, I think, +4 mobility combined. Going to fall back and move. Oh, there's the edge of the map. There's nothing else. We're in the corner. Well, that makes me feel very safe to engage. I just have to like actually find a good way to do it. Our Pioneers are very far away right now. Why is that your route of choice? What are you talking about? Why can you not go to the tile in front of you normally? I'm gonna move other people and hope I don't have to use teleport to cursor. Like, this shouldn't require console commands, dude. Go forward. Thank you. That was unnecessarily tedious. We can get him to the edge. Tread mechanism to same edge, I guess. The assault comes around to the side. Do I want to just like stop here instead on the assault and Overwatch in case they come up the ladder? I think I do. Draugr's gonna stay right where he is in Overwatch in the same vein. Move forward in Overwatch with the Boltcaster on the medic. Templar, I don't really care about as much. I just want him swinging out to be better at rending next turn. Overwatch here as well.
Eyes on the prize.
And Overwatch on Synth Soldier because it's easily the most impactful of the Overwatches we can have. So, if you want to climb up this ladder, I've got terrible news for you, Bio General. No, they're just patrolling the alley. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted, to be honest. I don't believe I have a marksman on the mission or a Reaper, so I can't use lead the target or an Overwatch ambush from concealments. What are the other ways you can open during their turn? I guess I don't need to do it during their turn, right? Like, I can just... Honestly, I can just walk right here and get 3 counter strikes. Do I have a Sapper or a Combat Engineer on this team? Infiltrator, Pioneer, Pioneer, Field Medic, Templar, Field Medic. Oh, we have a bunch of Field Medics. That's why I don't have explosives. All right, fair, fair. You can't get this rocket. Are you sure about that? You don't have rockets, you bought blue strain rounds. All right. It's come to this then. We're just going to open with Bombard Protocol and we'll figure it out from there. Now, I don't want you guys on good cover, but I mean, the only way to hit all 4 of you is this, so there's not really a decision to be made, right? I can move it this way a little bit and try to blow open the side of the building, maybe. But we're just getting the best opening we can in terms of raw damage output. Let's see how it goes. Once they move, we'll think about a lot more involving cover destruction. Hey, we did break the side of the building. That does allow them to retreat into the building, but there's not very much building to retreat into. I think it'll be fine. Animations, please. I thought he was like coming up here the way the camera moved while he was transforming, which would have been sick, but it looks like no. Trooper is body blocking the ladder. That's kind of funny. So we're going to be taking explosive action on this turn every single time. The general's right there. He's the priority target. He needs to not be there anymore. Going to assume that you can get a rocket, like, at least it's blocked by the rails, you say. So theoretically then, if you were standing here, it would not be blocked by the rails. Yes? Yes, excellent. I was expecting to be very upset. I was expecting this to be the Patrick meme. Anyway, I don't much care about the law showing up. Care quite a lot about him being dead, though. Oh, it's just here already. Terrifying. Well, we probably had to deal with that then. I wasn't expecting the first rocket to summon the Law Swarm. Fiber Giant might just be on lost duty. I don't know who's on what duty, honestly. This is happening, right? We're just shooting this guy. Oh, there's a million dashers now. I mean, you are very good at dealing with them. These are also 100%. This medic sucks. It doesn't even have 100%. Oh no. Well, like I said, this medic sucks. If you have a 91 here, you're never gonna have a good shot at anything else, so take it. Unlike everyone else, I don't want your actions. I can get to here and take shots at 2 more dashers. Seems like the thing to do. That's just a bunch of normal loss. I can easily deal with all of them on Fiber Giant. If I could actually deal with all of these dashers, even though it's just 90%, I'd be really appreciative, Prodigy. Excellent. I saw 81 or 91, whatever it was, and just assumed you wouldn't get anything done this turn. Fiber Giant, do you have a new calling in life? If you could call the weak for me real quick. Excuse me, Incinerate, what's going on with your targeting? There we go. Freaked out a little bit with the train, but we're good. Cool. If the Lost would please stay out of my castle, I'd greatly appreciate that. Now, what was I doing? Right, yes, shooting the captain, or the general, rather. 4 to 6, huh? Not having those dragon rounds definitely does hurt. We have a 40% crit. Am I more afraid of the Bioface's captain, or the advanced trooper? These are all kind of dangerous targets that need to die. 15% defense on the Bio General. Damn. I don't have the axes on this mission. That's important for my other considerations. Oh. I need to shoot something else first. Take out the Biofaces to build heat. One down. Another shot goes. And the Bio General would be hard to kill if he were down there with his 15% defense. I fully admit that. It's just a shame that he's not. You need to wait a second because it won't animate quick. Oh shit, it didn't hitch. I was getting ready to talk shit. In fact, I was already talking shit. Anyway, this is a great assassination. Textbook so far. Yeah, I don't see any reason to use my overdrive here instead of just taking the shot. Absolutely fantastic ambush. Even the Law Swarm wasn't enough to cause a problem. Now, the issue that I face is I don't want to go down and get the guy, because I'm afraid that doing so would result in us pulling the other pod. In fact, it's not even a fear, I'm just sure of this. How much range do you have on this frag? You have at least 2 extra tiles. That means I can get 2 tiles of movement. The next turn I can go stab someone else. And we're just going to finish this man off with a grenade. There is no reason to go down there and pull the pod. I believe that leaves me with just a medic. No, I also have... My assault hasn't had to go yet. That's nice. I'm going to move my assault to here to limit the amount of surface area. Wait, I don't care if Capitalist Prodigy gets hit by a bunch of dashers on the ground. I also don't think there are any dashers on the ground. I'm just going to move this way on my assault then in Overwatch, with the intent of being closer to the pod that's under us wherever they should deploy. And I can do the surface area thing in Overwatch here with Rowdy Ruffian. That's fine. That magnetic bolt caster hits for 7H. It's terrifying. Warlock, this is not the party you wanted to come to. I appreciate the free ability points, but yeah, it's just not a good fight for you, man. You can summon Advent troops. He's immune to melee. He regenerates. He's weak to close range attacks, but immune to melee damage. Very confused. The skirmisher can absolutely wreck this guy if he gets close. But that's a long ways away. There's a lot of loss between me and the warlock, and he will be dying this time. We're not letting him leave.
Press forward. We need to get to their location to take them out.
Hey, an advanced trooper's running around. Were you from the ambush we just had? I literally did not realize you survived and ran under us. And we didn't pull the pod between turns, which is very surprising to me. Lost Howler comes a-knocking. If you could run up to a spark. Oh, never mind. Thanks, Final Enigma.
Check it before you get too close.
Yep, there sure are lost somewhere. Thanks, camera. I wish it would stop doing that. It happens so often with the lost where the camera just violently shudders like that. Good shot, Ruffian. I can hear what sounds to be a Biofaceless or a Berserker or something under me. Ruffian got that promotion. Nice. I know they're under me. Just move them. Stop zooming in on the floor of the train and move all the lost at once like you're supposed to. Counter-strike. Miss. Damn shame. So a thought I had is the next time I see a mission that's just the Horde where it's only lost, I can probably win that mission by sending a singular spark. Because, like, the Pioneers just have more armor than the Lost can deal damage. So it can just slowly wade through them all. It's kind of hilarious. Oh, hey, there was a Dasher left. I wonder why it's at 2 health. The grenade, that would be it. Surely the Dasher got hit by somebody. It ran after 2 sparks. Hey, good job, Synth Soldier. Glad somebody managed it. So we only took 1 hit, and it was on who? It was on Sword Saint. Damn shame. I'm glad I put the plated vest on him then. I think I'm just completely content. No, I want to pull... That loss doesn't really matter. I want to pull the next pod by doing this on Dread Mechanism, because until I know where they are, any move is a bad move. So, there's the pod that was under me. Or was this the pod that was under me? There's a lot of pods under me. It turns out there's way more than one. Bio Assault Trooper, Anti-Riot Mech, Advanced Trooper ×2, Shield Bearer, Stun Lancer. That's a lot of smoke. The Muton Hunter is kind of terrifying. I wasn't expecting to pull 3 pods here. Was it correct to just stay up top and Overwatch until they came to me? That might have been better. I was living in the world where this wasn't suicide. Well, wait a second. It's not suicide yet. Fiber Giant can pop down here. And he's got the blue screen rounds for these Riot Mechs. They're in smoke, though. Which I'm sure gives defense against flamethrowers against all rhyme and reason. Which is why we'll have to use Overdrive to make sure it hits. This doesn't give you more accuracy, it gives me a second attempt at the canister if I miss. If you could shut them down this turn, I'd greatly appreciate it. Well, as one of them still alive, I'm going to ask you to do it again. Alright, good. I missed one, hit one on both, but that means that in the end they're both shut down. Kinetic Strike here on... The Advanced Trooper wouldn't be unreasonable, but I don't really care too much about him. The Lost might have him handled. Advanced Biotrooper really does seem like the best target for this. Good damage, good damage. I have a breakthrough here. I'll worry about that towards the end of the turn. This is out of bullets. Popping up here real quick. I have a 100% on Lost and a gun with infinite ammo, so I should just do that until I don't have 100%. 99 is basically 100. I'm willing to handle this. 71 is most definitely not basically 100. The Advanced Biotrooper is far scarier to me than the Advanced Trooper would be. So I'm going to go for the Advanced Biotrooper with this attack. I didn't check if it had counter. I feel like there should be an icon if they have counter, but there definitely isn't. That'll be focus building and a guy dead. I don't know where momentum gets me to. It might just be hiding behind the mech time, but I don't want to do that, like, at all. I can get back up top? No, but I can get behind this, which is not great on account of the Lost. Yeah, that's just going to be behind the mech somewhere. The Lost Brute can get to here, so I need to move over like 3 tiles on the Spark. Just going to move like this, and then take my Templar behind him. That will get me away from the Brute and safe. It also flanks the Shield Bearer and might freak him out, who knows. I've had 96 on this Lost. Even if I miss, it'll die though. I don't think you get headshot on the miss, even though it executes though. I think headshot happens on a kill. Right? Can't tell by looking at it. But 1 action on Draugr this turn. It really should just be shooting the guys next to me. I have a free reload left. I have 2 free reloads left, so I'll gladly take 1. Take another shot. That's an 88. I can also just use manual override now. I can't get any closer to him with this grapple. I'm going to take the 88. And hopefully I just get the Lost kill in addition to the manual override. Nice. I have a shot on you. Is anyone else dealing with that? Like at all? A medic can drop a grenade over the edge, but it's not entirely beneficial to me. You're reloading your gun. That's guaranteed to be happening. There's a Lost right there. You have eyes? No, of course not. I have eyes here though, 100% accuracy, so that'll be fine. I think dropping a grenade over the edge is a very reasonable take on how to deal with this guy. So I'll go do just that on Capitalist Prodigy with their 1 grenade. They do have to be taken care of due to the fact they have a clear flank on my, what's he called, Templar? Sword Saint, that's his name. Oh, I wanted that to appear very shortly, not right now. Please be with them. Hey, perfect. It's fine, I got lucky. That is entirely with the enemy. That's fine. I can take the manual override here. Lower my cooldowns on everything. I really wish I could get use out of this grapple, but there's no horizontal grapple available to me. Not sure what causes it to be available sometimes, like it is here, but I don't have one. So we just don't get the grapple cooldown, but that's fine. Oh, we should have used sprint to get to. There's not a good sprint here anyway. It's fine. I don't want to be standing in the open here, but at the same time, like, what am I doing? I also still have this soldier with their 1 shot and the big gun. Here I have very limited line of sight, but I can drop down next turn to get a flank on something. I really like this position. Final Enigma also hasn't went, forgot about him. I can take a slash there, it's just not very good, right? I really want to set up to kill this Muton Destroyer next turn. I don't like him being alive. Since Soldier can jump into this building and then have a sick overdrive turn next turn, he might be able to have a good turn from just the balcony, though. I don't know that he needs to get in the building. If I'm on the balcony here, I break line of sight to pretty much everything, and then I can start with a blue move kinetic strike. That seems very good. We have Final Enigma left now. We just have to figure out how to use them. They can't get over there. That's how I figured out Synth Enigma could, as I was thinking about them. Synth Enigma. I just combined them into 1 man in my head. So, like, this guy, the Muton Destroyer, does he have counterattack? I assume he does. Yeah, he has Retaliate. I can kill the anti-riot mech. The question is, like, where am I breaking through to? Because this is not a good tile. There's a lot of open line of sight to go shoot him from. I can back off to the other side of Fiber Giant, which is just immediately flanked. Actually, it's not. That's a step out that's then in relevant cover. There are definitely flanks on it, but this is maybe the best thing I've got. It's definitely better than the other mech. I can't kill the Shield Bearer. I'm not even likely to hit it. Doesn't kill the Trooper. Can't hit him. Hitting the Brute isn't even helpful. It'll just poison me. I should be out of range of the Brute too. This is a little bit sketchy. It's not very sketchy. We have to deal with this next turn anyway. It's only shut down for 1 turn. So 91% to kill this is really relevant for next turn. And then we just try to slip out of the way from here. If we can get all the way here, it'd be great, but I don't think we can. We can get to Fiber Giant, though, like I planned on. All right, good luck, Enigma. Oh, That car appears to have been on fire. Oh, I don't like you using damper field. I do like you hitting the Lost, though. That's good. His people needed him. So that's actually great for us. Those guys are basically immune to the Lost. That's not great. And the shield is also not great. Like, everyone got a lot more durable. But the two most dangerous units that actually had, like, a flank on units I care about just left. Which is great for us. Also, the Dashers are fully engaged with them, not us. He's found more Lost to start fights. I think that's going to summon another Swarm. It's not quite here. One ablated. Oh, he must have dodged something already and got an ablative health, just like Fiber Giant has. Nice. Yeah, I forgot about kinetic plating.
Targeting sensor malfunction.
Oh, you idiot. You've only made him stronger. At this point, he can survive a shot from the Mutant Hunter without a wound. Oh, he's shooting the wrong way. It's fine. Look how hard this gun slaps. There's no reason for it to do this. Just shooting like a miniature nuclear bomb every time. It's animated so beautifully, but it feels like it should not appear before force level 18. It's so threatening. Those were some really below average shots from, oh right, the Warlock is here. That was terrible RNG from Advent. I literally forgot the Warlock was in this mission. You bastard. I had a plan for that gun. Now I just have to shoot a bunch of rockets. I don't really want to do that. It sounds bad. Also, that is a lot of Lost on top of them. And some of them are just already on fire. Just like my computer appears to be, the frame rate is rough. Oh right, there's resistance contacts I need to find. I'd completely forgotten about that. Yeah, I need to go get some money from these guys. I need to shake that person down for cash before I leave. There's so many Lost in here. Can the Destroyer even move? Like, he's going to be completely surrounded. Does he get to retaliate against all the attacks or just the first one? Because he's going to get attacked a lot. The Brood's out of range of all my stuff, and in fact, it ran for the Riot Mech. Great news there. Between the eyes, doing work. Was not expecting that to hit. Come on. Hey, physics. Yeah, they're having a hard time getting through his armor and damper field. He definitely retaliated against one of them. Didn't really animate it, he just fell over and some stuff broke, but it happened. Yeah, the armor on these guys is making it a little bit hard. Even on the Trooper, like, not getting too much work done, right? Okay. Warlock, can you go away? I want to know the count. 26 active Lost. Seems reasonable to put my Pioneer in the smoke, right? Don't have too much to be afraid of if I'm here. Oh, I've already used the rocket, though. I was planning on shooting a rocket from this, but that's not actually going to happen. Well, thankfully, I have a second blue move available. I forgot about that. I think I'm just going to move to here and shoot into the window. Still get all of that nice fog. Apparently, I hadn't pulled that pot of Lost yet. Not that it really matters. Not going to be my problem. Those guys are hella slow. There's another person to shake down for cash in the back. I cannot hit the advanced trooper because he's in full cover relative to me. Fair enough. We need to shred and kill the Mutant Hunter. Just going to move over to the edge and drop a grenade. And the Lost problem will become more severe, but it's fine. That gets the Hunter and his cover, thankfully. We need one more shred, but we can easily handle that with, you know, like the spark above him, ideally. Where is the shield bearer? He's down here. Don't think I'll be killing him, unfortunately. Because the Advent mech also has a shield, it won't go down to me either. Same with the Stun Lancer. Don't care about the Howlers or any other Lost. Very frustrating for the Templar. I've got the ability to volt the mech. I could empower it to get the kill. I'm going to get in full cover as my spark has run away from me. And I'm going to empower the Volt. Take the free action empower to use a second focus on this. Take the Volt with massively increased damage. 9 to 11, and it bypasses shields now. That's just a straight kill on any mech at this force level. Gross overkill. So that's one problem solved. Also, I believe there's now loot under you. Oh, that's not a mech, that's a brute. Fair enough. You hit for 7 to 8, huh? That's kind of a lot. I'm gonna keep walking. I'm gonna get out of there, man. I am not a fan of that information. Just gonna try to disorient the stun lancer and start working my way through that shield. Damn shame. I'm gonna keep on moseying this way. Not too worried about Dread Mechanism getting hit by anything. I think I'm gonna blue move here. How do I not have line of sight? How does none of this have line of sight to the hunter? Are you kidding? God, having this gun get unloaded is so frustrating. I gotta reload the gun. And then we can kinetic strike the hunter, I guess. That'll probably take a variety of kinetic strikes to get through it all. Wait, do we not have eyes on the hunter, like, at all? Is he technically not in vision of anyone or something? Or there's so many enemies that they don't even all show up on this. That's probably what it is, huh? Yeah, I'm alt-tabbing through enemies that don't appear on the selection radius right now. There he is. Gonna take this 74 for meaningful damage. Not good odds from our melee sparks this turn. I'm gonna move next to him. And I'm gonna move next to him like this, though. And that opens the same tile for the spark above him to come down and try the same deal. Thankfully, there aren't quite as many targets this time. If any of you could, like, land a kinetic strike, the guy hits for 6 to 8. I'd really like him to not be here. Jesus Christ, team, please. It's absolutely embarrassing. I'm gonna run my other medic to back up this medic. I don't know why. It just seems like there's nothing really immediately relevant to be done. Gonna get on this full cover and just shoot the guy next to me. Seems like it's decently likely to kill. Only 6 to 8, but 60% to crit, so very good chance that either high roll or crit kills. I'll just take nothing, thanks. That's the kind of turn it's been. Oh, Draugr's still here. Well, there's a lot of turn left then. I can get into full cover and just take the shot and kill him. That's perfectly reasonable. I don't think there's a reason to do anything else. I should have checked if I had a high ground shot from anywhere because he's fast enough to get it. But this is fine. Explosive actions back next turn. Sprint never went away. I've got Wrath. But it's not like the hunter's in a good position. It's just that we didn't deal any damage to him. So take out the Stun Lancer and that'll be it for Draugr. Oh yeah, you can reposition now, and the game glitches out and thinks that you can do a lot more than reposition. There's no safety up top, so just move to the left side here. Alright, Newtons, let's see it. What do you got? He is using concussion. I think this is gonna hit all of them, right? Oh no, it's just one. That's sad. And its ability not a shot, so he doesn't even get the headshot back. That's a tragedy. Oh, you have a flank of auto enigma. I don't like this. It's fine. 5 to 6 with a high chance to crit. Nah, that's 0, baby. What is he even on cover against? Oh, he's on a mailbox. Okay, fair enough. There's a ton of dashers that are in range of me, but I assume between Advent and my sparks, most of them will not go for Fido Enigma. That's pretty much my whole thought with that. There was never a chance of me dealing with all the dashers. So I'm just hoping that Advent does it for me, or that the dashers go for Advent, or that the dashers go for the Pioneers, even the other sparks. Just anyone other than Fido Enigma. Actually emptied his gun. Very solid. Not common that you get to see that happen with Advent. Bio Assault Trooper just absolutely crushing one guy. Oh, yeah, it's fine. We didn't need to get Counter-Strike against him. That would just be cheating. Both times with that stupid gun, he's missed. At least the Purifier has, like, a good plan. Except for the part where he walked up to the boomer. That part was pretty bad. Okay, so what do we have this time? We're going to use some sort of explosive to blow up the Mutant Hunter's cover. That needs to happen. Spectral Zombie can't unload the gun that I'm planning on using to kill it with this time, so that's good. There are zombies next to me, but there's a very good chance they just walk up, get counter-striked between the eyes, dead. Right? Come on. Don't make me deal with it. Oh, you're making me deal with it. Second chance. You guys are embarrassing me. What is happening in this corner, man? Third chance? Third chance, come on! What's wrong with you? Sparks, please. I don't even know where he's going. I guess it's trying to fight the Lost. Yeah, it's trying to fight the Lost. That's really good for me, because now it's in range of the Hunter. Yeah, that swarm's getting here during my turn for sure. Because we are absolutely using explosives. At the very least, that Spectral Zombie might go off during the Lost phase, actually. They might all just hit it themselves. I do want to get that loot, but there's kind of a lot happening. Every counter-strike that hits is an instant kill due to between the eyes. So theoretically, most of the dashers coming over here should just be dead. It should be a massacre. It's a massacre of my frames, that's for sure. Dear Lord. I mean, we've killed a lot of them. I'm not quite sure how many, but I keep seeing new things pop up here, and we got a promotion on one of our Cavaliers, or sorry, one of our Sparks, to Cavalier. I don't know them by number, I only know them by their code name, so unfortunately I've got no idea which one 613 is. Stunlands are taking meaningful damage. The only thing that really matters, though, is the zombie and the hunter. The Demolisher doesn't stand a chance of going down. Ah, he does get a hit. Unfortunate. Not too big of a wound, though, let's be honest. They'll also actually just killing themselves against the Destroyer. Oh, hey, there's a dasher over here with that trooper in the fog. Neat. Had no idea. So, if we could avoid the catastrophe that happened last turn and land any of our attacks, I would be appreciative. That's a 98. We got better odds. Get some vengeance. That is unfortunately the last shot in the gun, but you're just going to stay where you are and keep shooting, right? No, absolutely not. He's currently flanked from downtown. What are you talking about? I'm going to come back to this much later. I have the rocket that I want, but can I do better? Can I get the Rupture Zombie at the same time? I think that his cover might be indestructible, because it never highlights. Well, let's give it a shot. Enter overdrive. And let's figure out where that swarm is, too. With any luck, they'll just run directly into us and evaporate like the last ones did. This is the rocket. Let's take it. Shred that armor. Deal some damage. Blow up the zombie. Figure out where the swarm is. That is definitely an indestructible pillar. That AoE actually did not hit the hunter. I'm surprised by that. I was sure that the Spectral Zombie would hit it. Anyway, have some more. I hope you enjoyed the first 80 Lost. Here's another bunch. You know how there's like a murder of crows and a mischief of mice? I think a group of Lost might come in a frame drop of a Lost. You don't have eyes. Are you joking? That's fine. I didn't invest $1 million AP into this for nothing. Get him out of there, please. It's only at 28% because he's in full cover. Damn. I'm going to activate Sprint on Depressed Draugr. I'm going to get behind my Pioneer, who was not going to move this turn. You are now cover for Depressed Draugr. You are the most important thing in the map. I'm going to be taking explosive action this turn for sure as well. Going to use a Justice. I have too many icons I have to tab through until I get him. I hate this. Why is it tabbed through in a completely random order? I somehow do not have a vision of him from my tile. That sounds implausible to me. Look, can you just chunk another rocket and like break his table or something? Like, surely the table's not blocking vision, but it sure seems that way at the minute. Yeah, no, I still just don't have eyes on him. Okay. I'm gonna have to settle for you then.
Accept your fate.
Sorry about that, buddy. Wasn't really planning on killing you. Headshots means that it'll still kill. Or sorry, execute rather. And just roll high anyway, I guess. Take your free reload. We're just gonna thin out the Lost here on the Spectral Zombie. Because apparently anything else is too hard. I could finish him off with Ripjack and have my Pioneer walk in front of him. That's the play. Okay. Do that. Because that guy really does need to be dead. He is a menace. Lyrium Core, basic scope, PCS speed, all good. Fiber Giant, make sure that I don't live to regret that decision. Also, they're probably all dead. Right? I'm going to take this shot and then move up the other Pioneer to block the line entirely. That's a surprising number of misses, guys.
Superior efficiency.
If I move to here, I should have a better line on all the Lost over there. I'm more concerned with getting good flamethrowers against them than I am with optimizing the coverage of making sure that like every single tile has a spark on it to shoot them. Man, that's a surprising number of misses, but it's fine. They're mostly dead. Cool, who's left? 52 on that guy? I think we can do better, right? 91? Then get under the box, I guess? It's not great, but I mean... it's better than anyone else's chances. You know, live and learn. I agree, you should get it together. Get on the boxes as planned. That would be a 100% if it weren't for Damper Field, by the way. Absolutely brutal. Oh, you have a sprint action left, it seems. You can get up here and just break line of sight with everything. Seems alright. Might do that later. Do we have somebody to shoot these Lost next to my assault? 97. That's pretty good. Damage roll doesn't actually matter because I gotta love Between the Eyes. Generally speaking, I think Between the Eyes is not that great. But I have found consistently, especially with zombies being summoned that get affected by it, that it's been incredible. I think I've been sleeping on Between the Eyes a little bit, based on the fact that like Lost missions are already the easy missions. You don't need to make them easier, but also the amount of value I get out of them, the number of wounds I'm not taking because of Between the Eyes is kind of wild. Just Overwatch then. You are absolutely safe to come back this way now, but alternatively, you can just get in the wall. There's literally no way to get line of sight of you. I mean, yeah, that's as safe as it gets. Get in the wall. There's literally not line of sight to that location from anywhere. There's a dasher. Yeah, let's just not shoot at him. If he's gonna dodge 91s, I'm just not gonna. Like, just leave. Screw you. I'm not doing it. So where I am currently, I can see a Bio Assault Trooper. That's a dangerous unit. I'd like to shoot them. Moving here, I've got Vision of the Muton. I'm flanked by it. Let's not. There's not a great place for this medic. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going to use Adrenaline Rush to get in with the Fiber Giant. And then from there, I'm gonna shoot the Bolt Caster at, I believe, the flanked Muton. But now that I actually think about it, I don't recall if it was flanked from here. Okay, yeah, we do have a flank. It's just invincible, is what I would describe that as. Do your best, though. You really need to kill these destroyers before the damper field goes off. Crit for 6 with a magnetic bolt caster, huh? Absolutely wild. That armor's a bit of a hassle. I'm just gonna let these guys deal with the Lost and use my abilities to reposition on this side. I really want that loot, but it doesn't seem like it's able to safely happen. Just gonna take this slash and then go back upstairs. Next turn, maybe I can blue move into the loot and then rend somebody. That'd be neat. He successfully protected Final Enigma. A little bit. Like, not too much. Can't be making him think he's actually safe. Oh, is this like body blocked or something? Why can I only get to here, but I can get all the way over there? Like, that seems to be a much longer path, doesn't it? And for some reason I have to run around like this? So this is clearly glitched in some way. Anyway, I think the safest place to be is actually just out of line of sight all the way against the door. And now we wait for a while and see what happens between turns. It's gonna be wild. Hopefully he continues fighting. Is he falling over? No. That's good though. Wasting your time meleeing Lost is exactly what I want to see out of the Destroyer. It's good to know that that unit's just not equipped in terms of its AI to deal with the Lost well. Which is not a fault of the mod, it's just like the way the unit is. There are plenty of units in the base game, looking at you Purifiers, that have situations where they don't work well. I'm kind of sad that he missed the Bio Assault Trooper. That was pretty good. I like that attack. It feels like the AI uses the Purifier attack and it picks the location without looking at anything. Like, it picks the location based on its hit roll against one unit. And it doesn't look at friendly fire, it doesn't look at other units. I think that might be what's happening, because its location choice of where it flamethrowers is always so baffling to me. It never goes for multi-targets against me, it never cares about multi-targets at all. It friendly fires all the time. I have no idea what happens when it shoots and just nothing happens. Like, it flamethrowers the area and then there's not even a 2-hit roll that's shown. I don't know what that is. Just Counter-Strike for days. Some of them will go through. That'll kill some Lost. The Lost then might hit us. They won't deal damage. In fact, we'll probably gain health from it. Man, that Bio Assault Trooper is just ducking and diving, isn't he? Not taking any damage. Just like the Destroyer. Except the Destroyer just gets hit and nothing happens, like a Pioneer. What was that sound? There was like a growling. I feel like chrysalids are in this based on the sound effect that came when it was happening, but I think that's just completely random. Regardless, I'm just gonna walk over here and flamethrower the Lost and the Destroyer. It seems good. Oh, do I have eyes from here? I'd really like to have eyes. No, that's fine. I'll walk up and miss. Oh, hey, Bombard Protocol's back. This fight's been going on for a while. No, not the Lost. I know he's harder to hit. 85. I was hoping for better numbers than that. Oh, you just killed him. All right. I'm okay with that. Please put them down. Fire vulnerability 10. Little bit of overkill. What are we looking to do here? Are we looking to stomp on this reinforcement pod, or are we looking to do something else? I think I want to get inside this building and fight the reinforcement pod first before going on to the other side. Is there like a window right there? No, it's just a cabinet against the wall. I'm going to do this so that going through these doors is harder. It'll light them on fire if they try to flank me. That's the intention anyway. Not sure if that'll be how it actually plays out. My assault can hop in and then reload, and that's all they've got. So instead I'm going to reload and then slash. We'll take the slash on the one in a slightly more awkward position, and apparently I can do that. Sure, if you say so. Nice. Ah, his body was there the whole time. I understand now. It's a time dilation. Anyways, you're going to go ahead and move, I guess? Going to run to here and overwatch on you, probably. Going to blue move to here, pick up the loot, and then dash into the building. So, what was the loot? I need to know. It's important. A basic suppressor. Advanced agility is kind of nice, but, like, not really. There's no one with great shots on this guy. I can just ripjack in, but I don't want to be in the open. I can't get to that tile, I don't think. I can shadow. Oh, I have a pistol. There we go. Yeah, right. There's a reason I don't carry the stunner.
Target eliminated.
Now I can take Overwatch. It'll actually do something. Over here, I think I just want to manual override to get these cooldowns back. I don't need to reload. I don't need to move. Run in and Overwatch on Capitalist Prodigy. They are kind of the only visible target to the other area. There are a bunch of Lost out and about. I think I'm safe to run in deeper and not be exposed like this. And now we get to see what the reinforcement pod was. No, that's not chrysalids. That's a very long rifle. It's a Muton Legionnaire, Veteran Purifier, Advanced Trooper, and Advanced Pathfinder. I feel like I largely know what these do. I need to double check on the Legionnaire though, because I don't actually know on that one. Counter-Strike is just such an underwhelming ability. It animates so often and never does anything. Whoa, we got the armor, boys. This will actually do something if it hits. That's a whole lot of something. Right, yes, I need to go talk to people and shake them down for money. I can't win the mission before I collect my $100. That's very important. Now, I should just be out of line of sight of all this noise. Don't have to worry about these units for a hot second. The Lost Brute's just putting up a fight, isn't he? I think he might be done, though. Oh, no, he's not. Let's see if he can clock someone for 8. Oh, the Purifier still... Never mind. Oh, he shot something else. He shot that guy. There's the Warlock. I've been forgetting about him a little bit. I was just wondering, wait, I know he's in the back of the map, but where in the back of the map? And the answer is literally right next to me, he's flanking you. Which is not precisely the answer I wanted. This mission's been going on for a while. Holy shit. Not a problem. The shield bearer's shield has fallen off despite me never interacting with him. It's just been on forever. I need to check how much hard drive space I have because it's becoming a concern. Because this video was not supposed to be at 1 hour and 13 minutes before I finish the tactical layer. Dear Lord. Okay, I've got the hard drive space required to finish this mission. Let's figure out... God, I made the situation so nasty for myself. The Warlock's here, the reinforcements are there. There's a series of walls between me and the other pod. I don't have vision of them. Let's at least deal with this problem instantly, right? That should just be something that doesn't matter. Yeah, 100% to kill, refund the actions. So that's at least one thing that's not nasty here, but this stuff seems real bad. There's an Overwatch here, I need to deal with them. Kinetic Strike on a Pioneer seems like the go-to for that. Taking a look at the Muton Legionnaire, he's good with grenades, with salvo volatile mix, he's good at overwatching. We should be safe to go punch him. That's the important takeaway here. I think it's just bombardment protocol here, right? It kills the Legionnaire. It does a lot of relevant work on the Purifier, probably blows out the Purifier's cover. We just do this, and if it summons a Lull Swarm, then, I mean, we'll grind through them relatively easily, right? It's hard for me to imagine that Synth Soldier has anything better to do, and I don't want them running towards the Warlock. I want him to be so far away that the Warlock can't see him. That gets it down to pretty easy one-shot range for any Gauss weaponry on the Purifier. Also, that was the Lost Swarm. I didn't know exactly how far away it was. I just knew I hadn't dealt with one in a while. So here's the next one. Look on the bright side. It puts stuff between me and the Bio Division. So now it's less likely that if Bio Division does have someone right here, instead of coming around and taking flake shots, they'll probably just shoot the Lost, right? Easy. I got a 91 to kill the Purifier. Seems like the thing to do. Not the console. The console is not what I was looking for. Right, Purifier down as well. You don't have any bullets in your gun, so I should reload first. Reload. You have enough ablative health that this will never deal damage to you. It does hit, though. Just only dealing 1 ablative damage, so who cares? Alright, very, very good RNG so far on the return. We need to make sure the Warlock is dealt with, but these guys really suck at doing it. Someone has to shred the armor, because he's immune to their melee. Their melee doesn't get through the armor. The flamethrowers aren't great damage. Anyway, I'll continue running at him, because that is what's going to happen. There should be a Purifier in here. It looks like there's money above me, though. Do I care about the money right now? The other money is, I can't see it through fog of war. There's one in here somewhere and one around the side somewhere. I don't remember the specifics. Can I get through this door? I can. So if I were to move over here and get vision on the Pathfinder, that should let me do some work with my Templar, right? It's not enough to get a kill. It's too much armor. In conjunction with this Kinetic Strike, it would be enough, though, so I'll just move over and Kinetic Strike, and this might also blow up the cover behind it, giving us more lines of fire to it. Well, we got half of it. He's not in cover anymore. So if we have a good line of sight, the Warlock's not going to run forward and shoot at us, right? How many tiles forward the Warlock need to run? He would need to run like 5 tiles forward. That would mean he could take the line here. I don't have anything preventing that. Seems unlikely, but possible. Oh, I don't have vision on the guy anyway. There is not a lot of cover in here. This doesn't have vision either. I can go here and just start dealing with loss. It's not a pretty thing to do. I really don't want to do that at all. So all these dashers are just like easily in range of attacking us is the issue. What's my assault doing? Where is he? I can run and gun out to the middle of the dashers.
I'm coming for you.
That makes it way less likely for Bio Division to come out and take flanks on us because those flanks will be suicide flanks. And it also deals with the dashers that are threatening my people. I'll probably still have to do something else to deal with the last of it. But this is an important first step. Yeah, someone else will have to deal with these 3, unfortunately. Because there's only so many bullets in a gun.
I got it. Right?
Not those 3. I want to shoot this dasher with the last shot. I'd like to hit so I can reload. Thank you.
That's it. Back online.
If I had Blade Storm, I could just let him sit there and he would kill everyone himself. But unfortunately, I don't. I don't have eyes on all 3 dashers either. I hate blue move here and not doing anything else, but it's what's happening. I have to use Wrath as well. I don't like it, but it's the thing I'm doing because no one else is dealing with this efficiently. Or consistently, rather. Lots of other people attempt to deal with this, but they just don't actually do it.
Soon to be out of ammunition.
Hit the other one. I'm out of bullets and out of free reloads, but I'm not out of attacks. Although this might not give me the headshot. It probably won't, in fact. Do I have anyone else who can deal with it? I'd really like to reload that gun. You can't really deal with it. I can use my Templar to do it. First, let's blue move out and see if we can just shoot him at 100%. We do have sidearm specialists on Sword Saint, so it's very conceivable that he can just hit this shot reliably. 91 is nowhere near reliable. We have to take the melee then. There's no chance in hell of me taking a 91 and just like 9% to leave him in the open with Bio Division down the street. Gonna come up here to break line of sight entirely. I do not want to be in half cover facing anyone. Then coming up top, we're able to reload. Yeah, we just reload this turn. We don't need to do anything else. There's no chance anyone's killing that guy, right? Yeah. It's just 2 medics. Do you remember when I made this mission, I almost brought 3 medics? God, it was a mistake bringing these trash tier medics. Like, they needed the experience. They needed to go on missions, but I'm not happy they're here. I'm going to move here and reload on Ruffian. It should be safe.
I'm ready.
As for my last medic, I'm going to move here and Overwatch, I guess? I don't know. It's not good. I can take a 74 against this Lost. And just keep taking 74s until I reload, or until my turn ends. It's better to Overwatch. As for you... You have mysteriously lost the ability to go backwards. Only forwards, you say? Alright, let's go into this room. Not too scared of what's in here, what with it being a purifier and with Lost distracting. Yeah, there's not too much shred left for the enemies. Short of crits, I really don't have too much to fear. There's still a lot of variation in how this can play out because the Warlock is so unpredictable and because I'm having such a hard time hitting 100%. Also, I think there's a smoke grenade on top of that Bio Assault. That's not just brute, I don't think. Oh no, he scared my money. Oh no, he's going to shoot my money. Don't you dare. Oh, he has a grenade. That's not what I wanted to see. They do have shred available. And he knew to use it too, that's the crazy part. That's never dealing damage, it doesn't even matter. They're scaring my money away again. Dread Mechanism should be fine. He still has 3 armor, which is enough for this. So that's good. Warlock's, you know, doing stuff. Spectral Army, that'll be a pair of Lancers. They can die to the Counter-Strike on this Spark instantly. Where are they getting summoned? That's important. Next to the Spark, so they're probably going to try to fight the Spark. That's what I would expect them to do. And if they do, like, they're not trying to take cover on the Spark. That's a common thing the AI does. Those could be very helpful Counter-Strikes. Oh, nice. Execution. Good between the eyes proc. As for you, come on. One time. Oh.
This place without
Anyway, the Lost are going to surround my assault. It's going to be very much a I'm not trapped in here with you sort of situation. I don't know what these two Lost at top are doing. Oh, they're going for my Templar. Maybe? They seem kind of surprised to see him.
Getting a little too warm over here.
Are you sure about that? Why would that be the case? Okay, this is really simple. You're going to hit him from the other side. In a position that does not give him high cover. That's all there is to it. Alright, we didn't miss the second one. That's good. Warlock's back. Not that it's really a great thing for him to be back, but somebody had to get rid of that unit because the Stun Lancer was actually threatening. Assault Trooper, still not dealt with. I can blue move bug to this full cover, which has vision of a 1 Lost. Cool. Excellent vision from this area. First things first, I've got 4 shots on my gun and 2 Lost at 100% to kill directly adjacent to my body. Final Enigma always does this. Next up, these Lost probably don't even have to die. I can run forward and take a slash there. I would like to have his armor be shredded if I'm going for that. No overdrive back here yet, but I can get vision of the bio assault. That's not true. I'm getting vision of the random stuff in the street. I'm not quite sure how I'm getting this move. It's pretty sick. Unfortunately, I'm not getting vision of the stuff I actually care about by doing any of this. I should be able to get 100% on these 2 Lost with my pistol, but they're normal Lost. I can just walk away from them. The threat here is the bio assault. The other ones don't even deal enough damage. It's these 2 on the outside, these 3 on the outside that are actually dangerous. So I'm gonna walk this way, put a flamethrower into the bio assault, see how it goes. That does mean I'm not taking the melee attacks this turn, and the melee attacks can reposition afterwards. So actually, I think the correct play, do I have any shred that can go towards it? I feel like I've used all of my explosives. Final Enigma has a little bit. There's not a good position for him to throw them from, unfortunately. And he has a guaranteed slash hit. You have an explosive. Well, hot damn. I'm going to take explosive action. I know it's going to come up this turn. Gonna look at this grapple. Not quite good enough yet. Sprint's not quite back. Manual override to get sprint back immediately. We don't need Wrath anytime soon. So now it's action neutral to use sprint. Blue move forward. Then we're going to take the grapple afterwards. We are going to be sprinting down this alley. I guess this is a road. It's not really an alley. It feels like an alley because of the train tracks. But that is incorrect. It's very important that wherever I go, I have eyes on the Bio Assault Trooper. I have them here. I'm going to utilize the Justice ability to rip him up here, where it's much easier to deal damage to him. But first, I'm going to light him on fire. I should have angled that to get the Assault Trooper. I was so hyped about using Draugr that I forgot to play the game correctly. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, this does rely on this actually hitting. I believe that guy has disgusting defenses, right? He might. 81 aim, 25 justice, 25 weapon accuracy, 20 shot advantage, 5 conditioning. He does have low cover and defense of 15, but there's a lot of bonuses against him, too. Get up here, buddy. You might still have 2 armor and 13 health and just generally be a bloody tank, but you're still going to go down to all of the shit that's coming your way. Oh, no. Wait, no, we're good. I thought I was right here and I could body block the ladder by doing this. That's not the case, though.
Their armor saves them.
I mean, did it really, though? I don't think I need to take this shot here. I think I can take shots at the Purifier, the Pathfinder. Those aren't really any better. What is my Templar doing? He can go for this Trooper. That's pretty solid. How many actions do you have left? Just 1? Didn't I use Manual Override? Am I going crazy? Is Manual Override a cooldownness ability? That's wild. It's not helpful right now, but it's wild. So technically, every time I use Manual Override, I get 2 actions from an explosive action and sprint. The cooldowns are too long for it to really work. And I'm only getting the actions as long as I'm sprinting. I can only sprint so much in a turn, but that is crazy. That is very interesting. Gonna look into breaking that later. For now, putting a shot here means the assault can potentially finish it in 1. Well, it's ending my turn. I should just Ripjack instead. It deals way more damage. It can actually kill him, and I get to move after. Yeah, that's way better than shooting him. I don't know what I've been thinking about. Now, my job here is done. I'm heading back to the other side. Good luck, folks. It's just hilarious how that went down. Over here, is it max movement range to slash this guy? It is 1 short. Because I have an extra tile of movement range, I'm going to stop to kill this Lost along the way in the middle of the move. I also have one shot left in my gun. That's the only shot that matters. Lost dealt with.
That's it.
Game lags out a bit, then we go back to slashing. Put some damage into him, go up top, let the Templar finish him off. Burning might finish him off, but I'm not putting my faith in that. Oh, you can't get quite as up top as I thought you could. So we're moving to here and probably getting flanks. Yeah, I can be seen from the back where the Purifier and Pathfinder are there. Hey, Dread Mechanism, you out of actions? Yeah. I can put myself in a position where only the Shield Bearer is flanking, but the Shield Bearer hits for a ton. I think this is the move where the Shield Bearer doesn't flank me most often. So I take this. We grab our Templar, go over to the... no, not him. Him. We finish off the Advanced Trooper. I'm going to try to position somewhere around here that, like, makes the Shield Bearer harder to move, right? I want them to not have good positions to shoot at Final Enigma so that the only shots are coming from inside the building. Alright, now that that's finished animating, there's no way we ever move inside the building, no way we ever move there. Moving here does limit the Shield Bearer's positions kind of a lot. I think this is my favorite move option. No, because I think that'll be in range. Let me use preview movement real quick. The Shield Bearer can make it to here, so if I did try to get here, he moves down, steps out, takes the flank. Yep, just like I thought. So, instead, what's our best position? Well, that's the neat part. It's called leaving. It's not a position I like, but it's the position we're taking. To avoid flanks from the Shield Bearer, we have to go here, which is way further away and not helping Final Enigma, but oh well. To make sure that Final Enigma does not get sniped here, I'm going to take Adrenaline Rush on Capitalist Prodigy, sprint out to him, and use a med kit. Because right now, there's a very real chance that he takes a big wound or even gets killed because of that Pathfinder going for flanks and that encouraging the Shield Breaker to make dangerous decisions. And also, they could just take low% shots at him and get lucky. That's another fear I have. Don't really care at all about Capitalist Prodigy suffering the same fate. I think I want to sprint up here on Synth Soldier. Get this money, get a high ground position to fight the Warlock from in a few turns. Provided that these guys are both roughly equivalent and one's much closer, that does impact their decision making. The Warlock shouldn't be aiming for Synth Soldier. So I'm going to do this to save an action to shoot with next turn. Get 37 supplies, good deal. What do we have left? We have the Pioneer Fiber Giant. I think he just has a move, yeah. I'm not sure what the best move is here. Just going to take one step to the right. Rowdy Ruffian's all that's left. We have Purifier, Pathfinder here. Big hole in the wall. Kind of looking at coming up here and trying to shoot the Warlock next turn. The best thing I can do on Ruffian, actually, is to take Adrenaline Rush and run here. Because this prevents anyone from wanting to move on this side of the room. They want to take cover facing away from this and that. That's going to cause them to back off and not shoot at Final Enigma. Now, in terms of the shot I'm taking, it's not great. I may as well throw it here. Overwatch is going to be worse, so I just take it now. If you don't know, Overwatch has a 30% penalty. That's not a flat 30%, but 30% of your accuracy. So a 60 loses 18 and goes down to 42, stuff like that. Anyway, unsurprisingly, our medic did not do anything. That's the reason I didn't take the position on the Templar. Glad I saw that and didn't just get my Templar killed. Purifier moving the exact direction I wanted him to. That's why I moved Rowdy and Ruffian how I did. Rowdy and Ruffian. Pathfinder also backing off. We have 2 people with money for us over there. Oh, thanks. You sent them towards me. Really appreciate that. This can never hurt Dread Mechanism. No, it could crit. I'm lying. It could definitely crit. So, what are you up to? Teleporting to... Shit. He's still shooting at that one, though, because he has high ground. Good, good, good. I'm not thrilled about the wound, but I'm perfectly fine with it. I was much more concerned about taking like 4 or 5 damage on Synth Soldier than 1 on the Pioneer. My Templar does have a slash on this man. Can you kill this with any degree of reliability? Theoretically. Good.
Target eliminated. Draining ammo fast.
We're very much out of shredding armor. The medics were not a good choice. They needed the experience. I'm not sure I regret the decision, but it's definitely coming back to be very painful. I take Kinetic Strike here. Can I reload and do it? I believe I have a shot at, so I should have a blue move free, which means I can reload and still get Kinetic Strike. Yes. And then we do this to try to kill you. It would be nice if we could. How's this one gonna go? Perfectly. All right, the Pathfinder's down. That just leaves the Purifier, who's relatively non-threatening. I'll move back towards him a little bit. With only the Purifier up, I feel pretty good about just going into the open for flank shots against this man. Like, what's the Purifier gonna do? Shoot a pistol at me from downtown? Even if he somehow hits, it won't be a major wounds. Between the Assault, Capitalist Prodigy, and the Templar, this should be a kill. I'll be ashamed of myself if it turns out I'm wrong and I needed to do the math. Okay, I was not. I was like, he's so far past dead, I don't need to think about it. And then he just like looked completely unfazed after the medic went. Pop down here, use the Rend. Now we're down to just the Warlock and the Lost. Oh, there's a Purifier. I shouldn't disrespect him so hard as to say that he doesn't exist, but it sort of feels that way, you know? Okay, I think we're finally through. There's just several turns of getting over to the Warlock now. Rush Draugr has one action this turn. Now, theoretically, I could walk with it. This mission's been going on so long, and I'm on such autopilot, that these Lost actually physically standing next to Draugr just blend in with the mountain of corpses everywhere on the map, and I'm too busy memeing to not get hit twice by them. In terms of entirely avoidable wounds on my absolute best soldiers, this is probably going to be #1 of the campaign. This is really unacceptable. You gotta die to be worse than this. But I'm just going to use Manual Override because it doesn't have a cooldown, so it's really funny to always use Manual Override as sprints on cooldown instead of moving. It's literally right if I only... It's not, because I have to use 5 Manual Overrides to walk 1 tile. But it feels so efficient. Anyways, no overdrive still. Anyone have an explosive? No one in this neighborhood. Well, the neat thing is, I'm pretty sure he'll keep shooting at Fiber Giant, right? That's not the path I was expecting. So I can just, like, do this and then give him a much tastier target downstairs. I need to be about here to make sure that he always has visibility of me, and I'll just, like, Overwatch or something. It's not a big deal. Rowdy Ruffian's trying to come help. That's the neat thing. They kind of can't. I can blue move bug all the way around. Nope, I'll get caught by the fire. There shouldn't be any flank shot anywhere on this tile. That should be safe. And you can come contribute next turn. It's just hard for us to close this out against the Warlock because we've been so scattered across all the places the Bio Division was due to the weird reinforcement drop, the Warlock being all the way in the back behind full cover, the Lost demanding so much split attention from our groups. Anyway, yeah, the Purifier's not really there. He's just a meme. Alright, the plan's working. He's still just shooting the Pioneer. Good. You stand there and shoot the Pioneer. I'll stand here and shoot you. We'll see who kills their target first. Oh. He was gonna be tired anyway. He was gonna be tired anyway. There's not gonna be any difference in the end. I can probably kill him this turn. I was thinking I was gonna do other stuff, but like, I grapple to here. Then I use the sprint action that I just got. Oh, I don't have a sprint action. What am I talking about? But still, I use explosive action. I can't use Justice because he's immune to melee. But I can walk directly up to him. And he is brittle and vulnerable to skirmishers. Now, let's see about how much health damage this does. Because it should be a very substantial amount. Let me quickly double check that it was off cooldown. Yeah. Well, if this doesn't kill him, it's embarrassing for me. Should be a huge amount of damage, though, right? Yeah, 19. And I have someone with a bowcaster right outside. 9 is substantially lower. Look, what matters is I have Rowdy Ruffian over here, who does not actually have an ability to get to point blank. I can get to point blank and then use the Shadowfall. Okay. First, before I potentially end the mission... Oh, there's a Purifier left. What am I talking about? We're not ending the mission. Supplies X40. That's a lot of money. The last one's like... Where's the roof? I thought he was up here. Did I get the last one? Did it run towards me downstairs? I must have gotten the last one. I don't know. It's been a mess of a mission. Okay, we can hop up here and take the point-blank flamethrower, which probably just kills him outright. If it doesn't, we'll get to it when we get to it. Just don't miss. So currently, it's very, very relevant that I did not press the overdrive button. We did reduce his cover value, though. Oh, wait, it's not actually relevant at all. Yeah, I already remember why I wasn't worrying. I just get close range. I needed a very small amount of damage so that Shadowfall would be a guaranteed kill. This could have been much, much easier if I had just pressed overdrive here, then done shot, reload, shot, instead of not shooting the second time. Like, these two people didn't need to be participants. There didn't need to be any risk. I made that dangerous because I was zoned out. It's like, the Fresh Stronger is going to kill everyone. He's a god. And, that's not really how it works. There's a little bit more to it than that. Whenever you're ready, just run to full cover. We'll kill him sometime next turn, probably.
Moving to position.
Run to full cover, reload. If I were this Purifier, I would be highly alarmed right now. Just going to run to here since I can't get to a great location. You have an extra move available. I don't know, go over here. Oh, you're not done with your turn. Well, the only thing you can really do is shield bash him. So go shield bash him. Oh, wait, there's the guy. He's upstairs. I knew he was there. He just wasn't showing up earlier. All right. Oh, no. I've been shot. And that's our last action, so let's see what the Purifier does. I'm going to warn you, it won't be much. That's even less than I thought it would be. My Discord, not yours. In case you're wondering, it was my friends complaining that Tears of the Kingdom was out in Australia, and they're referring to it as time traveling. The swarm doesn't matter at all. As soon as I kill this Purifier, the mission ends. We don't have to grind through that, thankfully. There's a cutoff where infinitely spawned enemies stop giving experience. I don't know what the number is, but I suspect we're well past it already. Because the first recording was an hour long. This one's 33 minutes long right now.
Fire spreading! So
I just assume we've killed the maximum number of people. It's an outrageous amount, however many we have killed. The number of dead lost is at 78. Yeah, that's probably all you get. Circle around behind him, and if you do that, you have 2 ablative health and 3 armor. You're not going to take any damage even if he explodes. Based on the streaming, I heard he exploded. Yeah. Anyway, we won. Oh, we don't win. That's good, because I forgot to do something. Give me the money.
got it covered.
Do we have to kill the Lost? I could have sworn we didn't. What, end my turn? I'm not going to take the risk. I'm going to go kill the Lost, I guess.
Setting toe. Now get
Anyway, I'm glad it didn't end, because it works out for me, but, like, what does the game want from me? Just use manual override. It's funny. Seriously, what does the game want from me? Reload Overwatch. Come stand in front of Draugr to give less surface area if they're like dashers sprinting up walls and stuff. Walk this way. I think the game's gonna end when I end my turn, but I honest to God do not know what's going on. Get here, reload the boltcaster, I guess. There's nothing to stab. How sad. I should be able to body block here and just be safe. Same logic with this move. I don't really know where the Lost are is the problem. I wasn't paying attention because I thought the mission was over. I saw that I'd killed 100 combined enemies and just stopped. I was like, oh yeah, there's only Lost. I'm done. Alien activity? Excuse me, there's another pod? All right, we've reloaded to get through a white screen bug. Let's start shooting people. 98's close enough to 100. I guess I should reload my gun. 92 is not basically 100. I will use sprint. Get out to here, take the shot. $100 is actually 100. Gonna hop across the street with a grappling hook. Find shots on somebody else somewhere else. Hey, look at that, more targets. Not really sure what I'm doing. Like, apparently I have to care about the Lost, and I was just emotionally unprepared for that. I'm gonna reload my gun, it seems good. Oh, since Soldier fell through the floor, it burned down. That's a neat thing that happened, apparently. Well, this is an unfortunate situation, and I might have to go build that expanded repair bay. Anyway, back to killing Lost. There's another one over here. I'll walk this way and shoot it. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Evidently, there's supposed to be more aliens somewhere. I feel like I saw them all. And if I didn't, what the hell were they doing? Move in here and take the Overwatch shot. Or, not the Overwatch shot, the pistol shot. Interesting camera work, interesting camera work. Anyway, that pistol's a lot less than 100%. Kind of woefully disappointed in that. Anyway, keep moving to the building, because, like, if there are enemies, they must be on the other side of the map. We have no eyes from here. So I'm going to walk in, and I don't know. I think I have to kill all the Lost. Do I have Faction Anchor installed and just not know about it? I could have sworn I didn't pick the mod because I didn't want to do this. But maybe Faction Anchor is installed. If you're wondering, Faction Anchor is a mod where the map does not end. Oh, I do, because I'm running the Hive. That's what it is. So I have to kill all of the Lost. Okay, I figured it out. I do have to kill all the Lost, and the reasons I installed the Faction Anchor mod. What that is when a mission ends, when it has neutralized enemy targets, it has to be from all factions, not just the Advent faction. The reason for this is because I'm running the Hive. Having missions end when the Hive is still a major threat is complete nonsense, but it also means I have to grind out the Lost here. It shouldn't be too hard, it just takes a hot second, so I'll just cut to us winning if you don't mind. Hopefully we won't get any more wounds like falling through the floor. Pulling Synth Soldier, he did not deserve that at all. What a mission. That was like probably an hour and 40 minutes. It took so long. More wounds than I was expecting. Probably Draugr, right? Draugr had a couple of ridiculous turns in there where he used all of his cooldowns. 15 kills, 138 damage, never missed a shot. Yeah, he tends to be on high ground or at point blank with like 90 aim and a flank, so that checks out. 15 and 138 is not actually that crazy though. Like, check out my assault at 12 and 100. 15 and 81 on a Sergeant Field Medic. 1173 on a Templar. A much worse showing on Rowdy Ruffian at 6 and 47. 11 and 87 on the Pioneer. 16 133 on the other one. 15 132 on the Infiltrator. A lot of people doing comparable work without having invested 100 XCOM AP into them. 11 days on Synth Soldiers, rough. 5 days on Sword Saint, doesn't matter. Same on the Pioneer, same on the Pioneer. Rowdy Ruffian getting to Sergeant is just necessary. The class cannot afford to be getting sent on missions at Corporal. It's why I chose to, like, sandbag on this mission a little bit. Cavalier on Synth Soldier, though. Equipped heavy weapons and certain auxiliary weapons deal +2 damage and have increased area effect. What does certain auxiliary weapons mean? Circles get bigger by +2. Cones get bigger by +2 in both length and diameter. The spark pistol style weapons that you can get as heavy weapons become 3x3 squares centered on your target. And apparently I can get some auxiliary launchers for grenades, but I don't know that I would ever use those over the spark bet. +2 damage and +2 radius on rockets sound like a very big deal. However, Rapid Repair makes repair a blue move that heals for twice as much. Hunter Protocol gives you a lot of free shots, but it also often means you run out of bullets without being able to use them super efficiently. Stalker is not a thing I care about at all on this unit, and even on the units where I would want it, I wouldn't take it immediately. I think Rapid Repair is the pick because he's injured right now. Shell Shock is something I would want to get normally and buy this with AP later. But because I'm injured right now on all the missions I'm going on, I need to repair them immediately. Oh wait, it just makes it blue move? It doesn't make it heal more? Oh, yeah, never mind then. Shell Shock Protocol. I thought this was like the repair perk on Tech Specialist, where they also heal more. But no, this just makes it a blue move. It's a way lower priority now. On Sword Saint, we're making it to Lieutenant. He gets Lightning Hands, which is pretty sick. Meditate lets him start at 3 energy, which is very relevant because it means Consecrated Blades is essentially starting at max as well. Harden's neat. Granting energy shields to yourself and to nearby allies when empowered is cool, but it's not that much, right? 4 shields, and it gives your allies only 2 shields. It's not incredible. Fuse is very good. Fuse is very transparently very good. It takes one of those threatening enemies and makes it into an upside, even though the Templar would be in a position where they can't reach them normally. Additionally, it's a fantastic thing for a Templar to do when it can't reach enemies normally. Meditate and Lightning Hands are both very, very good, but I'm taking Fuse. It's too valuable. I'm probably going to end up AP buying Lightning Hands. I don't know about Meditate. And more wounds, but none of them that bad. Is our infirmary currently manned? Supplies, basic suppressor, plus dodge. Nothing too great there. 83 lost corpses, though. That's just $83 with extra steps. So we got a huge amount of money out of that because of all of the lost corpses and the like. We got more AP rounds, another med kit. That's just vendor trash because it's bugged. Nanoscale is probably vendor trash. I don't know if I would sell it now that I have it. It's just not worth making. Expanded fuel tank is nice. Shield bearer is an instant autopsy. Same for bio-assault trooper as well. That's good news. Dark event counter. Let's go change research briefly.
Current research priority, Commander.
We'll take these instant autopsies. Wait, are they instant? I thought they were. Maybe they're only instant once I finish this one. I've got no idea. I'll go ahead and finish this, I guess. Now, the reason we did that mission is to get an engineer. Currently, the infirmary is not staffed, so that is now... Excuse me? Right, that wasn't that mission. That's the mission I didn't do. I did that mission to counter a dark event. My wound times are not that bad right now. My roster's doing pretty well, so I don't feel like I need to do anything there. I'm going to go ahead and leave the infirmary unmanned. But going over to the proving ground, I am going to delay whatever I'm currently doing, which is nothing? Well, never mind then. That's bad. I'm going to go for expanded repair bay. And just to avoid this in the future, I've got like plenty of cores right now. I have 11. I'm just going to queue up 3 experimental grenades. So even if I forget, I'll just be working towards the next experimental grenade unlock, which will at least be something valuable instead of apparently just wasted time like I had now, even though I was manning it. Oh, it's so gross. Hopefully that only very recently became unmanned. Anyway, let's go get an engineer at the landmark. Covert action expiring. Don't care about that one at all. 125 gives us opportune movement. That's more mobility. Don't care. New assault mission, sabotage transmitter. This should be to cancel the other dark event, correct? Yep, that's the cancel the hidden one. We gotta go do it. Fiber Giant's at full health. Dread mechanism's okay. Synth Soldier is not great, but he can heal himself before the fight starts. Let me tell you, medics are not coming on this one. Alright, the team's kitted out. It's not that fancy of a team. It's just the good soldiers I have and a team that fits together sensibly. I'm bringing out my Corporal Skirmisher. I have my Marine, a Combat Engineer, a Reaper, and a Field Support. It's not a crazy high-powered team. It is definitely more high-powered than the Medic squad I sent last time. But mostly, these are just soldiers that need to get experience and need to be ranking up. No one here is A-team. Most people here aren't even B-team, with the exception of the Reaper. And the Reaper's not a power unit. It's not the star of that team. It's just a scout. And it's only as good as the team lets it be. Anyways, I'll see you next time with Operation Nation Boulevard. It should be our last mandatory assault of the supply drop. And the supply drop has 12 days left, so the last week and a half of this should be pretty smooth sailing. But for now, I'm done. I've been rather incoherent. Hope you've been enjoying XCOM 2 with me. This was a long one. Hope you enjoyed that slog of a mission. The loss get out of hand sometimes. Something, algorithm, something. I don't care. I'll see you in the next one.